everyone, welcome to Morning Listeners. This is Nilima K, and today we are bringing to you an interview session with Ms. Sonia K. Morning Listeners is an online magazine dedicated to women. It showcases various articles, personal life stories, and interview sessions on different matters concerning women. And today our interviewee, Ms. Sonia, happens to be the founder of Beautyque. So let us welcome our interviewee. Hello, Sonia.
Hi, Nilima. Thanks for having me today. And the pronunciation of Beautyque is Beautyque. I mean, everybody in the beginning said Beautyque, and that's the thing, when we name the company, but it's Beautyque, like beauty boutique.
Beautyque, right. Thank you for correcting me again. So how are you doing today?
Very good. It's a Sunday and really active Sunday. It's like a Monday for me. I'm
but that's
in a
good.
pop-up store. I'm in a pop-up store. I'm not like in my regular comfort zone. We started a pop-up store with doors. It's a collaboration and I'm just in it. I will show it to you after.
Okay, that's cool. Well, since you're on board with Morning Listeners, you could share with us your ideal morning routine.
Morning routine. Well, my ideal, when I stick to it, especially during the week, I wake up at 4:30-ish. And, I like when it's really calm in the morning. There's nobody awake, no noise, nothing. I read all the news I want to read. I take time to think. I don't really eat at that time, and I work. I do the things that I was not able to do the day before. And 6:45, I prepare myself for a run. I'm not like a marathon runner. I just run 30 minutes, 45 minutes. I go for a run. I come back around 7:45, I get ready like skincare, makeup, dress up, no matter what's the day, I'm not gonna think, am I gonna dress up because I have something? No, I'm just like, I know it's a work day, I'm gonna dress up, take care of myself. I take my daughter to school. That's our moment together, the 15 minutes, 20 minutes. And I come back after at 9, if I have meeting, it starts at 9, and from 9-ish, that's the second shift of the day.
Well, that sounds interesting. So what made you smile today?
My daughter, usually, she came with me to the pop-up. It's Sunday, she doesn't have school. She is the funniest person ever. Maybe it's not objective because I'm her mom, but for me, she's super funny. She laughs at herself. She jokes at herself all the time. And we had a few laughs in the car, but after she put her music, and she's a teenager, she was like, I'm shutting myself out of you, mom. That's what makes me laugh every day, almost.
Well, that's so sweet. So what is a goal you've set to achieve by the end of this day?
We just started the pop-up. We opened it yesterday. Then the goal today for me is that the setup is perfect for the brands. They're happy with the sales team as well. We have 10 brands that are with us in this pop-up. It's not the core of our business, but it's an extension to bring awareness and engagement and reach with customer. Then for me, it's about the brands to be happy about what we set up. That's the purpose, because there's a few 5%, 10% is not finished. That's the goal of the day.
Interesting. So what did you have on your breakfast platter today?
I don't eat much in the morning, but I take protein usually. 7 days a week I take protein, but today I ate a polenta cake. I was out of my routine because it's Sunday, but usually it's like a big shake of protein before my run, 1 banana sometime. And but today I had a coffee and a polenta cake just to escape my regular routine.
That's great. So how are you coping up with the third wave of pandemic?
Well, I had it for the first time on a personal level. It's the first time I had COVID during Christmas time. Of course, like everybody, I was like, how am I gonna react to this? Am I gonna be like really sick, not sick? It was okay. I was quarantined and everything. But after the quarantine, I just get back to normal in a way. For in the business level, I feel we keep going as usual. Now, as we are in a pop-up, we are taking precaution in terms of disinfecting the mask when the doors are open. But people are, with this third vague or wave, vague is in French, I'm sorry. I feel people are less afraid because we're vaccinated. We see that the rate of death is much lower. People want to still keep going with taking all the precaution. Then I'm pretty much the same in terms of business and personal. We keep going. We're not stopping, but we take our precautions in both ways.
Well, that sounds great. And with the pandemic, I think now it's time for us to adapt with this pandemic and move on. I think it's time for us to, grow with the pandemic, taking the measures properly and making sure that we all are safe at the same time, not being anybody. Making others safe as well. Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
So let us now move on to some questions about the Beautyque. So introduce Beautyque to our women readers.
Well, Beautyque is not an average store. First is a 3D virtual storefront, is the first multi-brand 3D virtual storefront in the beauty industry. We're pretty proud of that because we're not funded, we don't have investor. It's not something we planned, for years before. It's as a result of the COVID. We were meant to be a physical store in Soho for indie beauty brands that are unique, have a product that works. Indie brands can be very small, but can be also a company that exists for 10 years or 20 years, but they're not super well known on a national level or international. And we bring products and brands that level up the routine of customers. And our selection is pretty, rigid in a way. And the fact that we are a 3D store, we bring experience on the digital space. We launched in May 2020. Then it was not with the metaverse. We're not doing it because that's the trend of the future. We did it like a year and a half before because we were challenged with the COVID and we want to bring experience to a customer, and having a regular website was not a good thing. Then we added a 3D virtual storefront that is shoppable, and it's unique beauty brands. So far, we have around 40 brands, and we are looking forward to have more. We don't add so much like on a regular basis because we take our time to see the brands. And that's pretty much it.
Well, that sounds interesting. So what are some of your latest collections?
Our newest collection is the collection of brands that we have with us in the pop-up here. The pop-up, just in a nutshell, it's a collaboration with doors. We are a 3D virtual storefront where we have indie beauty brand, and the doors, they are a pop-up concept where they have emerging fashion designers and artists. And we collaborated 2 times before in Soho, New York City, and this is the 3rd one during New York Fashion Week. We have a pop-up in Soho on 27 Green Street, and the collection we have in this pop-up, there's Piliani, which is a brand from Philippines, and they use it's natural, clean, and they use the pili oil and the elemi oil, and it's super like anti-aging. We have another new collection is La Flor, and I love all the brands that we have here. La Flor is a prebiotic line of skincare. It's a routine, and prebiotic is the good bacteria, for the skin. We have a makeup CMYK. It's a clean makeup brand where we have eyeshadow and mascara super clean because the eye is super sensitive, and if we put anything that is not clean for the eyes, on the long run we can have trouble when we don't put the right makeup on the eye. Then they are focused on having the right makeup for the eye that is super clean, and especially for sensitive skin. We have Lodaites. It's an organic brand natural that comes from Paris. They are with us in the store. They have like 10 products from makeup remover to mask to body care. And they have Mediterranean scents, which is jasmine and also orange blossom inside of it. We have Priory Skincare. It's a biotech company in California, and their new line use a molecule called the R-spinosome. It's a super anti-aging molecule, and they have 3 products with that. They have a big line of products that they are used to be in spa. But this line is like they did a clinical study with La Mer. I don't know if you're familiar with La Mer, like it's a super big brand. And compared to it, after 25 days, it's much more effective. You can see some signs of aging on the face, on the surface that are really gone. Then it's on the surface, you know, it's not Botox or filler, it's skincare. Then it's always go on the epidermis level. We have Elevate CBD. It's the company that have, they farm the CBD. Then they have hemp and cannabis in California. They farm it. They have a dispenser. They extract the CBD. They have one of the highest concentration of CBD that they use in their skincare. And they have a routine for people who are acne prone. And we have Sonia K. It's my brand. The oil comes from Tunisia. It's my hometown, one of my hometowns. I have many hometown, one of my hometown, and it's good for sensitive skin. And we have Sally Enders. Sally Enders is an amazing body care brand where they have a bug repellent, supernatural bug repellent. They have a rescue me. It's a balm when, especially in the winter now, when you have skin super dry, and it's super affordable. And also like a puffiness cream, you know, anti-puff for the eye. Then these are the type of brand that we handle in general, and this is the new collection we have. And I forgot this, and not the least, is the Sage Lifestyle. It's a perfume, gemstone perfumery, where she has organic ingredients in the perfume, but they are done with gemstone, diamond, onyx, many others gemstone, and the smells are super good. They are in oil and spray. Then these are the brands that we have newly at Beauty.
Well, it seems this year you're introducing a lot of new brands, and it seems like a load. You have introduced a lot. Well,
let me show it to you.
Yeah,
just a second.
Please.
Yeah, let me show it to you because I didn't show you the store, and these are the brands. You know, this is Khemiri. I don't know if I'm showing it to you well. La Flor, CMYK. This is Lodaites, Priory Skincare, Sage Lifestyle, Biliani here, Sonia K, Elevate CBD, and Sally Under is just here. We're still finishing the setup. As you can see, the store is in a metaverse design. I can show you that after if you want.
Right. So talking about the metaverse, you know, if you see beauty industry is expanding its horizons with the implementation of metaverse in the beauty industry. So how do you think has metaverse renovated Beautyque in its current version?
Well, for Beautyque, so far we are in 3D space much before Facebook announced metaverse and what's the plan for the next years. Then we launched Beautyque as a 3D space in May 2020. Then I am myself immersed in the 3D space, and I'm learning about it because it's not something that I planned like for years before. It was like from the COVID, then I'm learning about it. I'm learning about the technologies, and I'm very, I mean, since we started in it, I am really interested to it. Then I really digged in the space much before the announcement of metaverse, and I see that metaverse, by opening these doors, and everybody now is super like, what can we do in the business? For now, exactly now what we do, we use the Oculus from Facebook to immerse people in our 3D space. We have our 3D space already. Then to bring digital experience in a physical space, we use Oculus. I will show it to you. because it's a shoppable space ourselves. And I can tell you, everybody, the reaction is mesmerizing every time. Everybody's like, oh my God, I'm inside of the store, and they can shop. And this is how we are using it now. We have to, then we try to have the customer immersed in our 3D space. Then this is the direct effect of metaverse on Beautyque right now. It's still the beginning. I mean, a lot of people are exploring. It's just the tip. Everybody trying to understand. And obviously we are planning things because we are in the space for a while. Then this is the immediate effect, if I'm answering your question right.
Right. So what do you think will be the future of the beauty industry with a metaverse?
That's a good question. From what I read, what I see myself, what I analyze, I see that in the metaverse now, the gaming industry, and I worked myself in the gaming industry before at one of the biggest company in the world. Then I was immersed in the gaming industry. I know how they work, and they are the ones who are in the metaverse universe. They are in a digital universe. Then for the beauty industry, from what I see, and with the NFT, because it's pretty much all related, it's being on a digital space, creating, like another reality in the digital space. The beauty brands that are doing something now is more the big brand, the deep pocket brands, and they are collaborating with video games company because the gamers, they are in the space. They usually like Roblox or any other game where they can collaborate, like NARS or Charlotte Tilbury. You see now it's in the video game company collaboration, more brands with a video game company, but it's more big brands than small brands. And it's more a marketing operation than anything. In terms of virtual space, shoppable virtual space, I think, I believe, and that's what I see for ourselves too, is to be in the metaverse space, shoppable space, where we have our own space and people can buy products, but it's not for a now thing. This is going to be a journey where people, little by little, they're going to be immersed in the digital space, where in the video game, it's not collectible like fashion, and usually they collect brands that they know, not brands that they don't know. Then it's going to start with big names and after the smaller names. And the shoppable space, the 3D space is going to be in it. People will be more and more in the digital, and they will be more used to buy in a 3D space as well. Then I see Beautyque totally be in there. And Facebook is investing $10 billion in this. For now, let's say for Oculus is one of the gaming tools. There's only 3 million users now, and they are expecting to have 1 billion users in the 10 years. Then the work in these 10 years is going to be heavy duty. And as we are in the 3D space, I am totally in it. I mean, I'm digging in it. I'm a financial analyst by training, then I'm really analyzing the space very well before I put myself in one direction.
Well, that sounds really cool. So as a female entrepreneur, did you find it challenging to establish Beautyque in this fashion industry?
Yeah, it's always challenging. Very. The challenge, yes, from the start. Beautyque, when I started Beautyque, it came as a response to a challenge all the time. The way my brain function is, when I see a problem or a challenge, I want to find a solution. It's like almost a mathematical process in my head. And then I have a beauty brand myself. I qualified as an indie brand, and Beautyque came from the challenge my brand has. When I saw, the challenge that brands are facing, I was, there's a wide space. And then and this is how I co-founded Beautyque with my co-founder Sylvie, and this is how we went to Beautyque. And Beautyque didn't become this physical store that we wanted, and we became a 3D virtual store for indie brand. And it's not an accident in a way, but all these are challenges. Didn't come with like, let's find out something nice to do. No, it was like, because we're faced to a wall and there was no door, and we just created a window to get out. Then it's always challenging, and it was very challenging. It's always challenging, but the challenge is the way we react to it. Me, the way I react to it, the more difficult it is the more sometimes exciting it is to find a solution, because it's a little complex. Then now the challenge is, even if we were innovative and we created a 3D space when nobody had at that time, the challenge is to be updating everything, to be on the first level, the top level of it. And this needs money, needs investor backing us, needs marketing. Then it's always challenging. Always, there's no way to be status quo and say, oh, we're so good, we're so innovative, let's sit down now. We have always to be on top of what we do. And yeah,
well,
then
that's
always
great.
challenge.
Right. So where do you see Beautyque in the next 10 years?
And the next 10 years, it's totally related with all the metaverse that everybody's talking about. Then for me, it's to stay in the space, but to be leading in the space. Then I see the virtual shopping space. I see really, let me express myself more clearly. The whole metaverse thing is accessible now and doable more for brands that have enough budget. And enough budget is because they need to look for collaboration with video games company. They need, if they create collectible, which is a little difficult when you don't have a name, staple name, people buy staple names. Then the challenge for me is to be able to create that space for brands that are not staple name, which is totally in the mission we have now. It's really create a space for indie brands, but to create that space in the metaverse where they don't have staple name, where, you know, NFT could be valuable and they have a space to be shopped and to do marketing. Then in the next 10 years, which if anyone say in 10 years, I see it so clearly how it's going to be in the metaverse space, I don't think anyone has a clear view about it because everybody's exploring. But that's the direction I see Beautyque will be in the metaverse. And I believe we will be, but we will go with a journey, you know, we will go step by step with it. Then for me now, the goal is really to have investors to invest in us now and to be able to go every time it goes, it's more clear, you know.
Right. Now, lastly, what do you think this world needs the most?
Love. I think being together, it's tough times for everybody. It's challenging. You know, we are going through a crisis for a while. People are on their nerves. There's some people, they are alone. Then it's being more together, being more supportive to each other. And the world is in a very difficult time and we have to thrive. We still have to fight to survive, to live. And be together makes us much stronger, and it's very valuable when we are going through these difficult times, because it's still difficult. We like it or not, there's still uncertainty more than usual. There's always uncertainty, but now there's uncertainty with the COVID. We don't know how it's going to be in 1 year, 2 years. It's much clearer than 1 year ago, but we are still anxious. Then together, work together, be together. That's the thing.
Right. So on that note, we've come to the end of this interview session. Thank you so much for joining us today. We truly appreciate your time and patience.
Oh, thank you. Would you like to see the store a little bit?
I would love to.
Okay, let me show you. Then the pop-up is about, the theme is about being in a metaverse design physically. And we are also bringing the Oculus to immerse people in the store. Then it's fashion, there's artists and jewelry, and of course, there's a beauty corner. Then I'm gonna show you from the entrance. This is how it goes. Then I'm gonna do it like this. It's in Soho, in the heart of Soho. There is emerging fashion designer. It's super like amazing. There's street vibe, there's luxury. The beauty corner is here. We're finishing the setup. As you can see, everything is metallic.
Right.
Here we go. And this is a store. It's around 2,000 square feet. It's men and women.
Mm-hmm.
And there's jewelry in here and some piece of art. Here we go.
I think the metallic background you offer for the beauty section, it just adds on to it, right?
Yes, I mean, we feel like we are in a spaceship, you know?
Right, yeah. Right. So it looks so stunning, and I would love to be there, but as of now, with the situation going on around, I am not able to be there. So I'll be seeing it virtually.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing with us today.
Time. Next time
for sure. Sure. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Nima, thank you so much.